So your friend is saying that bempo. Was it Tuesday and Monday? Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday no go be the cultural exams. Now Mobaka 3 weeks ago, Mekachira say Jakwa. And the national security requirements. Man force would there be one year such as the national security knew what I did. You the evidence is there to show. Wednesday no. If you have a yawana mature exam say we may be fee. Now may banana be intel and mommy feel say my people will pick you up. But on your sure say a Friday and a Saturday, what you say? It's not be away. And one mama Benz be boss spy. So me guys here now more year. So won't me namwa. Me knew baby no dear no. I'm a militant. That's what I don't fear.
Exactly.
So we had spotted them. And another Benz in a year spot here more. Now, they are not smart, say. They shall not be Gina the temple. Now, many speaker could do come. They start doing a Gina filling station. Now, tofu, and I'm a say, and Pana Benson, who are Cranu Gina. Now, okay. So we went, many guys in the Casado. We wanted to know, should we go, should we stay there? Now, I'm saying, let's go. What about happen? Let it happen. Oh, come. What is it? It's me branch Christian village in what may and what, will be? Abe, you heard say, pick up. Wait be. Now, my year now, boys, you know, said, yeah, you go to Yam, come once a year. Wow, sorry. Abe, wow, and begin so much. The Muyansa boys, you know, they go to pack. But trust you, I'm saying, I didn't want to mind them. But pack. I may now we see now clock here AK-47. Now we I said, make Kabibia. Now we are here AK-47. Now we are here now. Boys see, I think 10 gram will go in. Mema pa. Na ba ko na si no no ana ba ko nso abegina ba chika na ba ko abegina ba china sa boys no nso asia free sa ka anim ana omo course scene e wo Christian village ho obi we dey AK-47 so na ba ko bom papa hey be a don. I'm like, okay, be a don. Do you even have the right to sit in my car without permission? Oh, by on for warrant in Chile. I say, hey, we are for be makers. Just say, move force door na be. Na me be a more or transit. Or transit move. When I'm saying move to where? I'm in from a lawyer. Almost a da on for a lawyer. It's a kidnapping. It's an imprisonment because per our laws. Oko section 49, section 52, any other section. Nina can about imprisonment and kidnapping. Opa no for warrant to be anchorable. On can't be anchor see a movie. Ovi ave behem and I'm seeing movie. Me name lawyer and kasa I am baby I make a movie. Oh no more order from above will be a friend. Hey, one movie gonna handcuff. I be to us and my master. I'm okay. You let's go. Yeah, kono. Now, wow, me moving a day. I don't want me call. A year, Kaukudi. Be an eye hono. So, 1 year be an eye Nankasa. Original Nankasa. But because BNI does not operate the way you see, party boys now, when we do a witch, a bit problem. It's already me rack. How could you call BNI? Say, by Uncle Phone Humachi. You could do a yes, you be remunuan. Anna, course free her by. So, or move him in free her. Because I'm sure they have picked intelligence. Social media is boiling. I almost move him free her. Straight. No, I'm going to call Blue Gate to her. You could do Blue Gate to her because it was not a sanctioned job. No one will cross me back. So you now well over 15 to 20 minutes. I know Mumbi gate in my. They needed to make calls to confirm if indeed I have been sanctioned to go. Okay, so I sat in the car and I make come catch young guys not automatic anymore. Now I'm saying some young guys and when you swag ben and kakra. If so say young guys here more the next 30 years, nyame nkuye the probability say me no be what the space of government high. And Podiano and can entry to enka conformance. Oh yeah, there within 30 years, MPP will come to power. Now me busa question, me busa young guys in question. Said the muye, if MPP comes to power, now me dibi be yamu and tebe yamu de. I've no to hear anymore. Kenya some chrom no mu ya nyansa fo mbadwene ho obi afọ mo de me ko ya ni ade enhyiranka awrade se nipa a me kotro no ohun no me no eye Osman Alasa o ye madam fo eti bedro no say why be arrested my friend no say ne momfa no emra ne ade no de me kotra the office ye di nkomo o kire yes ade tin ma ya ni ade a wo mo so wakoka bibi say national security for ewo na onim obi omoboa onim and I'm so yan chira me video kura makoka na me fanga na me kan yeso amaka no kura pa so me say sisubia say national security for monya word ya ene ye mo won tworo mo abia agrofo we and na no ya ba ye mo hu say boys ya mo frɛ wo mo say national security for obi omo hihye nguram nya galamse no mutu omo galamse fo ho bai etidie here national security ne say me so mutu galamse ne mo nya galamse nsuo ne yɛsɛ no we national security we ne national security Okatakyie aka asem eno ye threat ne mom threat na nka se wo ho no eno nya the concern of the national security fire them we national security we Kofi Afe yeah na Osman and I must be honest, he was very gentle. We had a lengthy conversation na me so one kyerɛ me a no akoba akwa ya ne hu fi a wote XYZ no akobo ni video a wono akwa na call say national security should pick me up na it is an agenda setting almost said release my akwa na say on pick you on that issue no mo nyina say issue no so me fa me because me tie akwa ne nsɛm o ka no on kasa nyansa mu sa so he was coached the right words to use. He was coached because akwa no kan nyansa otimi kan nyansa but this very video, the guy was Okasa nyansa mu say Munchiko Afrifa anya say wo Osman what do person your mama memory obo so me and I'm saying it is what it is. I don't really care, but I said it. And if you want me to help you to fight Galamsey, it's okay. Me your mama, I'm willing to help. So many I know Osman yes and your person me buana maybe a Galamsey ni ade ko so me nko kire national security for. Okay, so you didn't come away. Me lawyers ba ho me ni ade. Ade achiyan me nyantie say the same so-called national security led by Japa. Eko a governor Addison fee. Say woman ko ni fee akofa na say Ogobi, what is this? What nonsense is this? Kofi, ade nonsense no. And you funu ba dey na security. Is this national security? Majumani. So I said, okay, let me go and look at Mrano. What governs the act of national security? And national security in quiet say the same. It is a constitutional body. Educate them. Na yet no na botaya the framers of the constitution. And they we will look at it. And yabai and then the national security in here. We will look at the composition of the national security. What every job is supposed to be done. So me and I'm saying, let me do a quick research. Know the laws that establish the national. Now I call Article 83, National Security Council. Don't forget, your National Security Council, which is chaired and head by the president. So ordinarily, the framers of the constitution said they are going to set up a National Security Council. And maybe a coordinator on it, you're from National Security Secretariat. Exactly. So because the president cannot run the day-to-day activity of the national security, that is how come he's appointed a coordinator to be there and do the job. But the president, if you want to see how serious the national security setup is, architecture is, that is why the only council in Ghana and a chair, a president, the military council as well. Exactly. If it's a danger, if it's a president, the number one priority is to keep the people safe from external attacks, from internal attacks, gathering of information. So I say the National Security Council consists of the president, the vice president, ministers of foreign affairs, defense, interior, finance, and other ministers as determined by the president. Now, 84 it tells you the chair of the national security, who is supposed to be the chair of the national security. Now, functions of the National Security Council. Advisory role. The NSC advises the president on matters relating to national security, including foreign affairs, defense and internal security. So, per the Constitution. Other functions. The NSC may perform other functions as may be prescribed by the Constitution or any other law. So, any other law, and you Act 1030. Say no supplemented the Constitution. Kofi Act said now National Security Council aside the National Security Council and the National Security Secretariat and only the coordinator ABBA, which is a mandate of the law Act 1030 and the Gina so the appointee. Now under the Security Secretariat and your word your friend NIB first number of BNI, that is the National Investigations Bureau. Then we have a research department. Then we have a National Signals Bureau, NSB. All of these people, they are appointed by the coordinator in consultation with the president. So the president has ultimate responsibility to see what the national security is being used for. What is the mandate of the national security? Act I set national security. Fameko here section 14. Enlarge on the role in the national security or mandate. Near her national security in Kwano, obet me a yen you may be wabra for police, and Kamua. So, young call the functions of the national security per year, section 14 of Act 1030. Nyankore. What's the national security? Intelligence, internal intelligence shall. So, medical catch them say, yeah, internal intelligence, which is the NIB. Yeah, my friend NIB. Or Moma Juma say, or Moba share internal intelligence, gathering of information internally. Internally. Yeah, no Madani security gas or Mochichin Crawford. Or Mojuma Penny. And NSB no. Or Mojuma Pan say, or Moba signals from across the world for any external threat. So, NIB no and the Yehuno. Research department, or Mona research here, social re-engineering. It will call any society that is a serious society. The national security at every given point is much concerned with every facet of our lives. Whether school, whether music, whether movie. So America, movies most of them are engineered by the national security because social reorientation, social re-engineering, and we sit in a country where the president doesn't know, he has no clue what national security is used for. It's young section 14. Young ready section 14. Was it the internal intelligence? There be 14:1 no. Fabra near radio. Enlarging kakra. Enlarging is far from me. Enlarging. Enlarging. Let me educate you near radio. Let's look at what the national security is supposed to be used for. Per the section that establishes the national security. Was it the internal intelligence shall 1. Brief the president, the National Security Council, and any other relevant stakeholders on intelligence gathered internally. Gather intelligence internally. Now, more briefly, and I've been a mobile soldier for Chechenophonia. No more, some Funusani trauma when you're strong was was it 1? Internal security interest of the country. Uria was a 14:1A was a monitor, collect, analyze, evaluate, retain, disseminate in an appropriate manner information and intelligence gathered internally and perform intelligence operations. So first of all, Majuma nie, some mobile gather, mobile monitor, mobile collecting, mobile analyzing. Yabusamo say Mranchana Mofo Mudi Gumuno. Do they even have a clue what they do with this? National security. Ya can win him red, and you're there seriously. Mama can't share your intelligence and Magada and then Yama Mayo. They hear the ammonia. Kofi Yanko, or say they shall be responsible, for counterintelligence. They shall be responsible for counterintelligence and activities for internal security and stability of the country, and intelligence gathered internally in order to prevent counter-violence, extremism, including terrorism in the country. Now, Yanko read G in the radio. Or say they shall conduct investigations in collaboration with relevant security agencies into serious offenses and matters of a national importance. So investigations across national security, they are not supposed to be doing it alone. They are supposed to be doing it with the police. They are supposed to be doing it with the military. If it's a national security, we need the legal temerity to go to court. How many be? See, police depend on what you mean to prosecute you. It's a national security who you're on your man. All of a sudden, the national security has now turned into the police, making the police useless. See, a kwachubi, ya ko be them, ya ko yesi, ya busase, what the warrant by, what's here to buy? Medoba cost section 34, even under what circumstances they can go for a warrant and then come and operate. But before that, as a president and appointed national security coordinator, and who appointed Osman. So on national security coordinator. We are indecisive president in America. We are no appointed Prosper Bani, former chief of staff. Saying he also be a special advisor to the president on national security. Our president, who national security coordinator, our director generals of the three bodies. Prosper Bani in a Jumana say special advisor, because the coordinator is supposed to receive information across the nation and advise you, the president. It is special debate. Special debate. No. Prosper Bani position occupy. Yes, the president, you have the right to appoint anyone you so wish. But it should not be seen as though you are appointing people to go and take up offices that is constitutionally mandated, set up by an act. I feel like appointed Prosper Bani. Na Prosper Bani no atworo krata. Say one also appointed Japa. Say Japa no Emra Meye National Security in charge of special operations. Niye busa say Japa no tumi be no dey. So aside the fact that national security a war your friend say permanent staff permanent staff no mu adwuma under NIB under NSB under a research department what most because of say intelligence gathering Emrane ma ho kwan say national security betimi employ enipa bia dey so wish say on be more information it move for musicians farmers chiefs any the traders if say BBC wo eya ahemfumu a esa national security wo obi wo mu a obe more information quick say BBC wo eya kantamantoni ade a esa obi wo more information quick. So apart from the workers of national security, the national security is supposed to employ and confer the border so na your farmer name or the payroll so it's who you kro say Francis Poku time and Akufo na kwasi prat ne na Kwaku Bako national security operatives boni bi anim ense kwan enti because ye BSA avenue say ene mumfa obi wo bodi obi wo asankragua obi wo agona obi wo wiamuase na muntua ne ka no instead see ebe ye ne saa na nipa no wo jurisdiction specific a obe feed information no afa enkwase asem ko na national security ndi ye to abawi a party boys no omo boa ye ya only jurisdiction bi a o monitor no near the one got a church or Monsano. And you see a coffee. So for instance, if anybody wants to employ Japa, they don't need to give Japa very reckless, irresponsible character. So you don't need to give him. So you can let him be a contract staff with the national security. And nobody will care. Nasa wupana sa oye president na kofa Prosper Bani no so ma Osman nya adwuma etiene Osman adwuma wo ye bia gobi se me no ka sei Sima ko appointed Japa. Enipa ye ni free military mu for dishonest conduct. And said the pan more appointed. When say every nipa kuro ni mu ni ade. Japa terrorizing profo. Yeah say and the national security afa katechi. Mo fami ade na mo beye. Mo be kume. Ade na mo beye. What is the worst? For pound. Ensure na mbaya samudi bibe kuma mano menom 10 days kwa ni medu ho amaye fasting. So aduane na mo ye nsi ayi na bi na mo de ade be fa me hwena no. Me se nna ye ade be. Me ne nyina. Anya sa. Nioma funu chantais are the national security here. Adia some moshe na moye wadwuma. Prosper ba ni nya no wo ye. Ready kunkro fokoni. You are not doing it. No. This is supposed to be the job of the national security. Afe wuyi enam se mrani nim se national security ye mo mutumi to investigate people and they can use it in excess because the state has no business so be use state air security to terrorize anyone. Nobody exactly say yeah national security moto on tikatachie na ye mo target here. I am a threat to the state. My dwene ye adwuma identity afa we ya was when yenti kwa me de cha o mo ne se osman alasa no ye me nyonko ti we me de cha mo atufo bo anka de make ka kire mo ka mo ntiase si ye be chikatachi sekatachi na ye dey me se mo hyenwura mo tu galamsey me anam kan so what national security is when information on Nkrofo to Galamsey. You have no business being in this country. It means we are responsible. Exactly. No. And you are ya to a baby. Maji to me. Na maji to me kura maninye. Afa yesi japa. So the law Act 1030 are provided from section 22 say 26 all the way to 33 says national security breaching and you mafunu bi omo ye said omo ye obi section 26 to 33 e ma kwan ma atimi do omo ko through a legal process. See a baba chikasechi, no warrant. And when you do that, you are providing avenue for one person. After all, what? Printing a card will be able to me print me. After all, what? First necessary when I will be able to me. So when you guys continue to do this, then the people for people who cook at the chair. Your buyer and so on so back up vest in the print me. And I be Afa card or do a papa pani. Nemom say national security mo ya modwuma yi a mo se mo ate so people so okume etimo bo me ho bai esa no gisi e baba mu a ade ba no ade ne renren ya na yan konkohwe application of warrant wo ye wo mo se wo mo de warrant ko ayi papa ni fie governor ni fie ya busa warrant ni say wayi mo fa ma kire o mo timi fa nkire na jakwa irresponsible character. Say you are appointed for special operations. It's your matanta or any special operations. Your matanta any special operations. Jakwa. Miss Wonu the begu jo mama memu. Sagoy. Now what can your man ya no security anymore? Very irresponsible character. Tin ye yin dino. Oh military no. And akufo. Ye yin di. Afa so kwaji warrant go fit ye warrant ye. Was it where a director general of an intelligence agency, medical culture say intelligence agency no, the NIB, the RD, and the NSB. Director general is no one. Where the director general of intelligence agency or an employee discuss we are a nation of laws, general. Nobody has any business doing the nonsense they are doing, and we sit there and watch them as though Meme Nukroni offer to me another national security. We are muy almost a member of Juada. Messimu pam and Mako. Why? Because they make one but yes. Mupen what ya? If a drew a born drums in the solo. Miss one to some document. And Rachina, a Corolla 2019 DB. Nana G, the car number near the one in our area, one will be so as a Katachete. Many information. Why? Oh, Yame. A woman our new party 30 Kwame Nkrumah, Martin Luther, men and who are dear baby. Na musoro sura de na hu ne nsemfunu na ayi mo de nationality so o se se ko ba se obi aye bibi na se o person de warrant ko chena where Director General of an intelligence agency or an employee designated by the Director General has reasonable grounds to believe that a warrant is required to enable the agency to perform function under this act, the Director General or the designated employer may apply for the issue of the warrant. It won't mean kwaji warrant at large. You must be specific with exactly the other warrant in the koye. It would warrant say require this fee. No one state you will say me kwa me to CCTV. You have no business so go to CCTV. Okwaji warrant. Now say at the same thing kwaji warrant. Na yiri sika da ho fam ho na yiri no kwaji warrant on so. Say and I know Crawford by na and Crawford will beat Madame for beat me care. You want to say, yeah, the war count. Now, what the neck count was a minute about Betchimia. One also our question and what in the day. What the warrant to a member so? And so the warrant to apply to another person. Who national security, Munim Yansani. I don't know. Now, TS2, no, young 34 near idea. Or say, the application for the warrant shall be made in writing to a justice, the chairperson of a tribunal, or a senior police officer not below the rank of a year superintendent or above. It's just one with the Adiana court, a court warrant, and a chairman of a year tribunal, and answer a senior police officer not below the a rank of superintendent. Now, Yansha under what circumstances that a warrant will be needed. National security, Kadejia ko school, Woba, Muhia warrant, Samu Kochino, and Marana say, a DNT na Muhia warrant, Obusamo, or some person babi suno, or some matters to be specified in application for warrant. Now, an application for a warrant shall specify. What's the application? You know, exactly the other warrant. No, don't mean what you warrant for Kadeji. Now, man, ask you, my country say, "One general, ethical munti, my general account." You have no business. So, kasi violation of laws. Let's say, "Funukan kansa na mudi ni goma obi entwe nganchire." You don't run me. Musi meju na mo mfremesa. They means radio quality anything. Arrogance, they wawa semwa. Now, mamma call you back was what the David. So them tell you more kind. On Babu Combo. Oh, bad time, dear Banana. Now you're ready a year for a 34, or say 35. Or say the facts relied on to justify the belief or reasonable grounds that the warrant is required. So, as of my court, some facts to rely on. Say, may a name way be seen near say a warrant. Was it that the agency of the matter is of a nature that it would be impracticable to carry out the investigation using the investigative procedures of that without a warrant? Was this a more trusty? Number one said the nature of a investigation. There is some agency be more pentem be. Namuka Samube follow Katachenga Kranka Crab, Munyasa de Corono. Obesisano, and none the Bemo apply for warrant. Naga the joy or your threat. Meganako baby. It's what is the agency chasing? There are some 4 Tantania to Gronemonia, Yachona, Maji to me. Instead, somebody employ the proper people, irresponsible characters like that. And Bobby? It's watching our bit money. I may say the umpire will be ammonia. Oh, hey, it's in a branch and I wore the car, Edimachi, and I do 12 no. Who need number plate? I will catch them, make the cheese and I will be patch. That's a number patch over. Baby, I caught now. You did it. Can't me no be see more than 1 hour. Coincidentally, me coffee no, me jina a boys be a woman ho, and I do almost 12, but me who saka need machino, and I me jina a yashitemu, and yashitemu didn't come more than 10 minutes. Na time me jina on a car in me and be palm who became. And me boys jina didn't come more than 10 minutes. After me ya, me go so mukono, me branch it to a yama nana or me and Nasa. Nam say, hey, Sakas will be to no. Lay Chelsea. No, I told you when you come, and when you Chelsea more, nobody should come and tell me, and we did not. We became more than 10 minutes. What they didn't know was that not car back where menam. There no war and nimu, it will whom Nasi, but who didn't you know? When him say you call ya me code refi. Car Range Rover na say back. E ma me cameras ni ade ni. Wo say be can dey. Remram you. Remram me. They say wo ba kobi. E nema me you pay in war, it is only two things that happens. Either of each. Either you win or I win. But like I keep saying, any day, anytime, I'll win. Even if you win, you won't go, you won't survive. And yes, I'm around. Hey, Mobana Bekitu na the motor farm on by the time I'll be moving 2 seconds, now soon did that. Maybe who cry you die. Missing maybe where you die. I don't know. David I go kwa no me no shia sama do am say brim waka Jimmy Adiaba no Obi international security no obi antime nyusu fa mremro obi a na adwuma yeso wo ye ho ekoye so fa so de ye obi a me yusu mremro obi Monday we me say shirt and kwa me suit omo ye say Friday na me frɛ Osman madam for catch so me ba ye no age tu Monday me call me suit pa a shoe Italian shoe enya flower de enemy abotai shirt papa etu two perfume ogu me ho eba oba say me bua mo mam fight galamsi anya madwuma no me ankasa me de tuoto me kon ekɔ nwuram ekɔ hwɛ em ye che galamsi China for mo ba mo mpe hu bi ni na me na mbe nwuram mo ma so nkɔ didi o police ni mo ma so nkɔ didi o mo me nya why ni anchichire man na nra me MPP for ne ye na nye na wo na so ho reset and wo ba na ho reset na se de wo ye na anu no na ba ye bidia ene na ba be ye de Malam John wo be ye de Malam John so ba be ye de so be use national security de nsem funu ye ekoso ya ene na ja na kufaru ne ba o mi antra so I am telling you any day, anytime. No amount of intimidation shall cower me into silence. I wasn't born like that. I am not made up like that. I can't even work. Eba me ko so abeno wa obi yeti bomfa ombo mi din sa kwame emiso kwa ketikiti o aja hene ba no ye ni tikakraka no ye awrade me ko kuma se so ame eno so sa the whole so ame ye bom din ayi kramom ho kwame emiso me bubi na bi bome na me keka bi na bi kamani ade sa me ko mfantipi mu me suspension me gisa if someone ne make what your exams for me the police escort in the compound. I'm telling you, go back and watch. It should tell you. Timothy William said, then yeah, one more when me compound to him. One more year almost say, and yeah, one what you cry more. What it? Obi? Someone is I know me about Kumasi Bodi in Susani and we are met a quabi bought me a 2000 or Shem Sutro. Best in the same trims of my body. Missianos on the body. Obo no dwane tisa emre radio mo bia fam me ma me akosu no che military o ti me bom sa o ja me anam say akoye the same thing the national security mo chi me du me ba mo bete gbansa say the mati bi dey na you know ayi alasa okoranti Osman ntina me dia chem ka de we mesi agigi ama mo ne mu nsem funu na mo di na wura ne ade ade be no no amount of intimidation. Eti when na mu hunu ne say and wo ha adwen wo kuro ne mu no afa na abedu national level na mu hu ti mo kuma no ntum atufo go what national security o police o military we are a creation of law and we are a nation of laws. You are going to work within the remit of the law that established you. Nobody has any right to be doing things outside the remit of the law. You have to be careful. Oh yeah, no more yes and yeah. When they will kill, I don't fear these things. That John line I never know. Nipa titra will make me went to them. Eti jaba On your sister, one yansem who now did not one. Who I or damn SCC, the Ghana for me, Kabima. That is what we call nation of laws. I've opened your to me. You're my full son, I would to me. Now will be fear now the 2 and 1 corner, but 2 CCTV. Rambo Star. Me who could be able to trust of a Canadian. I didn't. If you knew what Ramunyai. I'm at the color where say a coup and Japwe can say I'm at the camo year, and the Kunkum judges here. The Japwe is a very irresponsible character. And I'm an American. And Krata, Kratans were a very irresponsible character. Now, your mama so per money, Yakoba appointees any person. I said the cool high. I said, for the picture to souvenir. Funny, you know, so near. I said, was I can callous and Nabumo. I said, a chair, I say, ye, the Adanti is Simono, a Gerano, medium, this is Japa, Jaroff. You have to be magnanimous with the power that has been given to you. You cannot be using power to intimidate people. The very people you claim to serve, the very people you want to serve, you are using the power to intimidate them. Doesn't make sense to you. Yes, who pursue who know he needs more somewhere. I have an achievement. It's a your mama, I and Nimukosia, Quasiam and Quanyamsum, Christosum, Malam Yohani. Also January. Just a baby out about Kutum, Malam Yohani, as a Malam Yono. Ajay, General. More year na ja omo say ene ayi mo maame wa order aduane say ne no mo show na se bia enti ye wie ya titi bia ni why e be didi internet no obi omo timi ebe hack into the internet no omo ho be bom omo ho bom no omo sha ase lebu omo ayi ni te say computer no enti Etro 18 kono abon say internet ni na eba fo say ni pabone for the no ho betale no otare ho no ye din no otare ho ye ho no ye jine de every sorry yes eti japa obi ansuro japa ne ansuro japa chana onye be man che obi a we are always saying that you should use laws. We are a nation of laws. Jagwa cannot Japan. Now him saying a history book in Dewula Japa. Wow, no. Now one another Bob passage in Dewula Japa. Now the urban say Funu would you say in one. In Dewula Japan, you see and one some more a year, you know. No. And was said, you know. Japa, be careful. You be careful. What is careful? Malam Yohani.